Hi, everyone.
Hey, Mount
Hello.
Airy.
Hello.
This is my opportunity. Hello.
Melissa, do you want to give us some more information about our Hometown Heroes banner project?
Absolutely. I'm so excited to share about this program. This year is our first year implementing a Hometown Heroes banner program. You may have seen this in a lot of other communities in Maryland or throughout the U.S. You can sponsor a banner for your military service member, and we are honoring all in our Mount Airy community. So if you live in Mount Airy, think about your parents, your children, your spouse, sibling, maybe yourself even. You can sponsor a banner for yourself, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, friends, you name it. As long as you're, who?
Neighbor.
If you are a local Mount Airean, we will honor people who are, even living in Texas or anything, but we know that they are attached to our Mount Airy community through you. The banners are made of a vertical vinyl. They are 24 by 44 inches width and tall. And they'll be posted in our historic district downtown along Main Street, as well as Park Avenue. And for this year, we're doing 60 banners. So to sponsor a banner, it's a $100 cost. You can write a check to the town of Mount Airy and send it in with the application. That application you can find on our town website, mountairymd.gov/hometown heroes. And then you can download the application, and it's a fillable form, very simple. And we're asking for a picture of the service member to be sent in. That can be digital or in print. And also, if they are not an active member, we are looking for their DD-214 form just to make sure that everything with them was an honorable discharge. Any questions, you can contact me, Melissa Thorne. You can call me at our town hall, 301-829-1424. And we will get you started, and you can let us know if there's a special spot you might be thinking of too. We're trying to accommodate banner locations as best as we can. So hopefully they'll be up by the end of September, maybe a little bit sooner. So
That's so exciting. I can't wait to see them along Main Street.
I know, we've got one prototype printed out of Councilman Hushhour, and it just looks awesome. So it'll give me the chills. I'm sure it'll do that for a lot of people when you're driving down Main Street or walking along the street, just seeing all of our hometown heroes. So that's it for me, guys.
Wait till we put the bunting and flags up with those. It'll be so patriotic.
Ooh, I love your creativity on that one.
Melissa,
Can I ask a question? I'm sorry. Melissa, can I ask a question?
No, John, you can't.
Okay, thank you.
Come on, what's your question?
How long will the banners be up for? Is it a duration that they'll be up for?
Great question. They will be up through Veterans Day for sure.
Okay.
And then because of the weather getting a little bit harsher outside, we're going to pull them and store them. And then they won't come out probably until Memorial Day next year. But then we'd like to keep them out until Veterans Day. So it'll be out for a longer period of time.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Thanks for asking.
As well.
Gina has a question.
Gina, anything for you?
Thank you, Melissa. Is this open to active duty as well as veterans?
It is actually open to active duty as well. Certainly you see on the screen veterans, but we want to include all service members in the military at this time. Since this is such a new program, our committee, which is Councilwoman Patty Washabaugh, we have Susie Way and Mary Hushhour, and I know Councilman Larry Hushhour is helping out now too. We might change the format a little bit, so as it stands now, veterans and active duty. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Thank you for the update. Now we have joining us John Breeding. He's our Community Planning and Zoning Administrator for the town of Mount Airy. John, do you want to give us some updates on some of the stuff happening with the town?
Yeah, so I know a lot of Facebook feeds and a lot of publicized information about the joint annexation between the town and the IDA of Carroll County is a hot topic currently. I've been working nonstop and receiving emails left and right related to this. We have posted the agenda for our planning commission that'll start on the 31st of this month at 7 p.m. It is a virtual meeting, and we're working on getting a link to allow for citizens input during that meeting. There'll be opportunities for everybody to speak, be it if you're in the town as a resident or if you're on the outskirts as an adjoining property owner to this future annexation. It is a 258 acre parcel just to the north of town on the east side of 27, right near Legier Road. It's going to be, I think, a great opportunity for the town to be able to have control over what's going to be put there and how it'll be developed. This planning commission meeting is the first of many for the discussion of this annexation. Once the discussion through the planning department and the planning commission members, there'll be a recommendation that'll be forwarded to the town council for adoption. This process will take at least 120 days before we even grant a recommendation to the town council. There's also the opportunity if planning is struggling with it or whatever, there's a possibility that it could even be extended. There's also a possibility that it may only run 90 days where we go through and we discuss it through planning. Again, this meeting on the 31st is just the first step towards this annexation. And again, this annexation has been in the works, for my understanding, is for almost 2 decades with this parcel and the county and the town. I'm sort of new to it, being the new director of planning and zoning. And, I think it's going to be a great asset and benefit to the town, many folds, to possibility of a large park. It might be passive or it might be a design park. There'll be some water that'll be allocated to the town once we get approval from MDE if it goes forward. I think there's a huge amount of benefits for us having control of this annexation underneath the town. And with that being said, that's really the big thing. And Gina, you have your hand up.
Yes. So if a citizen would like to participate in Monday's meeting, how should they reach out?
The best thing to do currently, again, because we are working on trying to do a new item that we've never done in the town yet that I know of, at least in the planning department. And this is going to be more of a webinar involvement for the community. So it allows for a lot more people to be able to log into the Zoom meeting and have the abilities to see what's happening right in front of them on their laptop. They'll have an opportunity to present their concerns or their points of view on what they feel is important. But the best way to figure out that, and if somebody wants to, would be reach out to me, and that's going to be J Breeding, so John Breeding, so J Breeding at Mount Airy, spelled out MOUNTAIRY, the letters MD.gov. If you email me, then I'll be able to email you the link, hopefully by the end of day today, but by the latest, the end of the week, and then the meeting will be at 7 p.m. on Monday the 31st. And we're keeping our fingers crossed that no technical glitches or no issues, but it'll also be broadcast live on Comcast Channel 23. It's also going to be broadcast live via Facebook, where you can also, the Town of Mount Airy's Facebook, where you can comment with inside that window. And hopefully we'll be able to convey those Facebook concerns or questions to the Planning Commission at that point. It'll also be broadcast live via Comcast's Facebook page. And I think that's it, right, Gina?
Yep.
John, we have one comment coming in online. Is Councilmember Munder's report available online?
It is. It's actually been posted on the town website. It was sent out yesterday with the agenda for the Planning Commission. Yes, his PowerPoint presentation is available online. I do want to caution, he sent me an updated version today. So I do need to put that updated version in. Probably after this meeting, I'll do that immediately. So I would wait 30 minutes or an hour to make sure we have the proper one up. Currently, the ones up there has some misinformation that I brought to his attention the other day, and I just want to make sure we get that revised.
And you can find that if you go to the Agenda Center and click on Planning Commission and click on the August meeting agenda. And they'll have a clickable link to see the actual presentation.
Any other questions from the panel?
Thank you, John. So
Thank you, Ashley.
that's it. Thank you, John. You work so hard. We appreciate all you do for the town.
You too, everybody. Good job.
Next up is our interview with
That's us.
Today, joining us for iHeart Mount Airy is Duffy and Roe. They're a local group that will be joining us not this Friday, but next Friday for the national anthem. So welcome. Hello, you guys.
How are you?
Hi, thanks for having
Thanks
us.
for joining.
So who's Duffy and who's Roe?
I'm Duffy.
And I'm Ro.
Cool. And how long have you been a band?
4.5 years,
Mhm.
4.5, 5 years.
What type of music do you play and how did it all come about?
We play traditional American music. It stretches all the way back to Hank Williams, all the way to contemporary traditional American music. Country, a little bit of rock and roll. It's kind of wide variety stuff, very family friendly kind of thing.
You played the national anthem before in a public space?
I did sing the national anthem at the roller derby in Utah.
Whoa.
It was the women's roller derby. That's the only time. Oh no, I played the national anthem for the Suns game on the guitar in Hagerstown one time. Yes, I did.
Was that both of you or just you?
Just me.
Just him.
Okay, so this is kind of a first for the town.
Yeah, definitely for
It'll
us.
definitely be a first for us, yes.
I have a question for Duffy. Can I ask a question for Duffy?
Sure.
What
Stop
year
asking
was
me
that you did? What year is it that you did that for the roller derby? I didn't think they still did that.
Wow, it was probably like 2009. Yeah, it
Okay.
would have been 2009. They had a roller derby. It was in Utah. You got to understand, Utah is like Mayberry, RFD, like circa 1972. So things don't really get to them from the mainstream America. It takes about 20 years. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Maybe we should have a roller derby in town. Just a thought.
Hey,
That would be fun.
yeah, Ro loves to skate. I can see in her little helmet, you know?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
It might be. All right, I'm
Go
gonna
ahead.
go.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
You're good. I just wanted to mention, because I don't think we mentioned it yet, you all are going to be playing. Duffy and Roe are coming to Main Street next Friday to
Yeah.
sing the national anthem for us as we're doing our Friday at noon national anthem. And we're so excited to have a live performance. It's been great having our speakers play it, but to actually have people coming out, and it's going to be awesome. And we have our officers stop traffic for this.
Yeah.
So all eyes will be.
Well, that's really cool. I've never done an acoustic version of the national anthem, But Shelley and I are working on our first record, and there is an acoustic version of God Bless America that we're probably going to play. And back in 2015, I released a single version of America the Beautiful that actually aired on 160 radio stations in 50 different countries. Hit top 10 in Italy. And it's on I believe it's on our website, duffyandrow.com.
Yes,
you
it
can
is.
check that out. But I'm really starting to get into this traditional American revamp of American tunes like the Star Spangled Banner. So we had an opportunity to do it. She said, hey, we're going to do this. So we're sitting down and working on it now. We sure hope you guys come out to see it.
We're so excited about it. I know the last one, even with not a live performance, it sent chills up my spine. So this one, I'm not sure I'll be able to handle it. Might just all explode.
Well, that's what happened. I was just casually looking on Facebook, and I ran across it at noon, and I watched it. And I used to live in Mount Airy for 10 years, and it just kind of was like, wow, what a wonderful thing that the town is doing. And I texted Mayor, and I said, do you do this every Friday? And he said, yes. And then he wrote back and said, how would you guys like to come and perform it live? And I said,
Awesome.
oh, wow, what an honor to do that. That would be wonderful.
I'm really glad. It's really nice to hear how
You got roped into this?
But no, because really, he's more used to Shelley, so he asked Shelley to come do it, and then she asked me to come do it with her. So
Well, Duffy and Row has performed. We performed at the carnival there
Chili
in Mount
cook-off.
Airy. The chili cook-off used to be the barbecue festival when that was going on. So we've performed several times in Mount Airy.
We wanted to know, how has COVID affected your performances?
Well, since
you first, okay, yeah, go ahead.
it has affected our performances greatly, because this is what we do for a living, and a lot of the places that we were able to perform in have shut down because of COVID. We're coming back a little bit because of the weather. We're allowed to do some outdoor events, so that's kind of been good, but it definitely has affected us.
For me, it's been an opportunity to sit down and do some recording because we needed to work on our record. And it's been an opportunity for me to renovate the house, so which is what I've been doing. But it's affected us very, very heavily. As a matter of fact, the week it hit, we had just booked 16, 20 something new gigs, and we're really looking forward to a really good year. And all of a sudden, our income just got cut to zero. So it was just really, really kind of
Pretty tough.
But we didn't get scared or anything. We just kind of said, okay, we believe in God. Everything's going to be okay. So we've been. I'm still eating, so everything's fine.
That's a great attitude. I wish everybody could, try to encompass that hope that, this is a time to kind of wind down, kind of evaluate, maybe focus on something different, like writing songs, preparing for the next album. And
right. It's just an opportunity. It's like one door closes, another one opens,
Yeah.
I took a look at the income we did have coming in from lessons and some other sources, and made some plans. I said, well, it might be a good time to buy a freezer and start stocking up food in case. I mean, I didn't know. I was looking at the grocery stores going, oh my goodness, you can't buy toilet paper, So we, and as it turns out, it got us a chance to sit down and have more time with the kids, to work on, be at home a little bit more, to take a look at some of the things that are really, really important to family life.
Back to the basics.
Back to the basics,
Going
to church. Actually, we were able to go to church online every day of the week, which is pretty cool, and just take a look at what's really important while we're going through all this. And I'm pretty sure we're all gonna see a real positive outcome.
That's great. Something else you can keep in mind, we have a new pop-up park in town, so that would be a great outdoor venue with a stage that maybe we could host you guys to perform. We would love to have you.
We would love to do that.
Sure,
yes.
Sure. Anything else?
Anyone else have anything else to add?
Yeah, how can people reach out to you if they want to find out more about your performances, or what when you're going to begin performing again, or just find out what type of music you play? Or
Well, we are on social media. We also have our website, which is duffyandrow.com, duffyandro.com. And there you can find our bio. We have some clips of us on YouTube. What else? Our song list is on their Facebook. We're kind of slow on the Instagram, but we do have an Instagram page up. But yes, most likely, the best probably would be either Facebook or our website.
Great. So if we're looking for some traditional tunes, check out your social media sites. And
yeah, we do a lot of thumb and finger style, Chet Atkins type of stuff. It's really highly musical, a lot of arranged vocals. She's the vocal instructor. I'm the guitar guy. But we kind of got together, and working on a level of music that we consider to be a little more sophisticated than you get any place else. But that's my opinion.
That's one thing we can do during COVID. Learn something new.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, that was one really, really good thing was the virtual lessons, because we teach private lessons here out of our home. And because people were kind of afraid to come to the house or come out at all, that the virtual lessons have just been a blessing. And it's just kind of opened up a new avenue. You can teach people anywhere around the world, in the United States, the country, anything. So that has definitely been a blessing through this whole thing as well.
I have one question. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So my question is, have you came up with a jingle for iHeart Mount Airy? And are you going to play it for us today?
iHeart Mount Airy. No, I haven't. But
I just thought we'd get a little bit of live music is what I was hoping.
We probably could
I'm sitting here trying to rhyme Mount Airy on the spot. Airy, dairy.
It's very contrary, but I just.
Dairy,
Airy.
dairy. This is scary.
Airy.
Right.
You got some
Mount Airy
homework.
is kind of scary.
You got it. What was that?
A lot of trouble, doesn't he? Put me on the spot, come up with a song.
He is pretty good, but I don't know if he's that good.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that good.
If you think of anything, please let us know. We'd love to bring you back on and you could perform.
Okay, I heard Mount Airy, for sure. We'll work on that.
Sorry,
And
I'll leave
hopefully
now.
Mount Airy's gonna. Oh, what was that, John?
I said I'll leave now so I don't cause any more problems.
You're
Bye, John.
Well, we'll see you
Bye-bye.
next Friday.
Yes, thank you so much. Really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God bless
Thank you
you all.
very
Take
much.
care.
Thanks for having us.
Thank
Thanks
you for
guys.
joining us. Hopefully now you'll get a Mount Airy bump. All of Mount Airy is going to go to your website and like you guys and follow.
Great, and hope they come out to see us on the 4th.
Duffy and Roe
Duffy and Roe and Zoe.
and Zoe the dog.
Live on Main Street, September 4th at noon. Social distance
All right.
masks, please.
Come on out.
Take care.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
very
you
much.
guys. Have a great day.
Thank
You
you.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Now, we talked about the pop-up park, and I think, Gina, you have something to show us with the pop-up park. Super exciting, our Simpson Baker Ballast pop-up park.
Drum roll.
Woo!
Everybody's seen it, but
Can you hear the music?
No, we cannot.
Oh, no. Okay, hold on.
But look at those beautiful palm trees. I really love this space. It was amazing to see the transformation that it went through.
All right, I think we're good.
He's been a huge member of the history of Mount Airy, and nobody is more passionate when you get up to the microphone and talk about Mount Airy. Pete Dallas loves this town. At this time, please unroll the banner for the new Simpson Baker Ballast Pop-Up Park. It's your park. Today, this property is no longer blighted, and it costs the town less than a swing set to do it. So thank you to everybody. Let's get out here with the ribbon cutting and 10, 9, 8. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I got her, leader. 1. Cut that ribbon. Hey, the clock out front says 5 o'clock. Why? They always say it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's always 5 o'clock in Mount Airy. And I know Councilman Henry's got a bunch of events planned for this park. It's your park. You can do whatever you want.
Get to see it again.
That's awesome. That really is a great thing.
Yeah, so it is open for reservations. We do have reservation requests coming in almost daily. So groups such as Core Yoga has used it for a Friday night wind down yoga. It is free of charge. You just need to place a reservation so that, we just have one group at a time reserving it. And if you want to find out more about that, you can go to our website. There is a page dedicated to the park. It shows the progression of the project, as well as a letter from Mayor Pat and the online form to submit your request to reserve the facility.
So Gina, I have a question.
Yes.
So I could reserve it for anything. Like if I wanted to hang out with my book club, I could reserve it. Is there like a limit on the size because of like restrictions, or do we have to contact the health department to let them know about our event?
Yeah, any events right now, we are asking the group organizer to contact the health department because we are kind of unsure of what is okay, but a smaller group, we're having a lot of group meetings there since people are a little nervous about having indoor group meetings. They're meeting outdoors where they can keep their space and wear their masks. So it is a great option. So as far as limiting, if it's a larger group, you might want to reach out to the health department. So, well, when you submit the request, you kind of tell us what type of event is, and then we'll reach out by email and find out more if more information is required.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Gina, I think you had our next update. If you want to share about our new traffic pattern in downtown.
Yes. Could you give me just a second, pull it up?
Keep it up. I know we've had a lot of comments come in online about the new traffic pattern, so we wanted to kind of give you guys a glimpse of it and go over it a little bit to help eliminate some of that confusion.
Yes, it is quite a hot topic here in Mount Airy. It was done because it's the first step in having Center Street go through to 27, so it reaches from Main Street all the way to 27. It also, the intersection coming down from Park Avenue onto Main Street has always been quite treacherous. We do have a mirror to try to help with visibility, but this will eliminate that because you can't come down from Park Avenue any longer.
And it's not just the mirror that was the issue on Main Street. It's like the crosswalk is right there on Main Street as well. So you're not only having to check the mirror and kind of stick your head and neck out, but you also have to keep a close eye on what pedestrians are crossing Main Street.
Yeah.
So it's all a little different, but hopefully for positive changing here.
Yeah, if you're coming from Center Street down to Main Street, it was always difficult to turn left or right just because of the backup. Well, one of the reasons is because of the backup. So this provided, can you see my screen right now?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
So you can see this third lane here is a new right turn lane. There was actually land there that was pushed further out, so it gave room for another lane. We did lose a few parking spaces here for that, because of that, but this for safety and for convenience really on making those turns, this was added. So I'm going to show this video. It's just a video, so we can go ahead and talk over it, kind of try to explain, because it is hard to see in pictures that we have posted on Facebook, but this adds pictures as well as video. So I took out my little dash cam and recorded some video of me driving.
Can't wait to see this.
This is coming from the municipal parking lot, turning left onto Center Street. And I do have my seatbelt on.
No, sure you do.
No, it's a passenger seat. Anyway, that's another story. But so right here, I'm in the left turn lane, turning onto Main Street, and I do a little visual so you can see left and right. I know the railing here has been an issue, but actually this lane did not change. It's not any closer to the gun shack. It's still in the exact same position. So that might be an issue that we're dealing with in the future. Sorry for the thumb there. And then here you, making a left turn onto Park Avenue now is just one way. So people cannot come down from Park Avenue at this point onto Main Street. It's just one lane up or east. And then I took this video yesterday. So they are still doing some updates. It's not completely finished, the whole process. But from here, you wouldn't, where that dump truck is, you wouldn't be able to come down Park Avenue and force to turn on the cross street. So this is the new right turn lane coming down from Center Street. I just do a quick little video just to show you that we can now. That's really convenient. If you come from Center Street a lot, this is really difficult to make this right turn lane. It should be much easier because, you know, the right turn, you just stop, look left.
Yeah, super. So I've seen a concern has been traffic that's going to back up, and I think that's something that we will have to monitor. And at the same time, it's going to be alleviated from the normal traffic that's been there because of the 2 lanes. That's great.
Yeah, and I paused here because I just wanted to show you that there were yellow lines here, and yesterday and today they're working on removing that to make it a little bit clearer.
And there's still the parking on that side, Dina, so you can still park behind the planner.
Yes, and actually there's a new, we're talking about because it's also more accessible by walking now at Iron Building. They're adding a railing because of that drop, like down by Cachettos.
Okay.
For safety. Let's see. Let's look a little bit more. I think I didn't pause on the Veterans Lane video. So this is coming down from the municipal parking lot. You can no longer turn right on Park Avenue, you must turn left. And then this is Veterans Lane. So this is the tiny alley behind the VFW. I always get that mixed up between the American Legion and VFW. It used to kind of be implied that it was one way in this direction, but now it's going to be one way southbound. So when you come up, you can only go one way. And it kind of makes a big circle then. So if you come from the municipal parking lot across street, you come down Center Street, and then you can come up Veterans Lane. So that's how you can think of it if you're confused about the direction. And then just the additional lane on Center Street. And that's it. That was the whole video. Did you have any other questions?
It looks like we have a comment coming in from Mayor Pat. He says that some planters will be added to this to beautify the area and give it that wow over by the Flatiron Building.
And they're actually here today, the planters. I don't think they've been installed. They will be installed today. So yes, that's definitely a nice touch. A suggestion from Mayor Pat. He's always looking out for the community to beautify it. So we do have those planters going in today.
Thanks, Mayor. That's awesome.
Excited. I wonder what we're going to be planting. You guys know I'm a plant nut. I can't wait to see what we put there.
Yeah, John bought them. So
Just a nut.
he got them. I'm not sure if they were donated because I know we do have Mayor Pat is really great in reaching out and getting so many donations from our wonderful businesses in Mount Airy. I know for the park, Snell's Nursery donated, Ace Hardware, Walmart. So we had plenty of donations. I'm not sure if this was donated or purchased by the town.
That's exciting. Well, thank you, Gina, for that update. I hope that kind of gives people a better idea. I'm sure as people go through downtown, as long as they use caution and follow signs, they'll be able to understand it and feel comfortable with it. It's just going to take them driving through there, which means they need to come downtown. We've got lots of businesses and restaurants. Come explore, pass your traffic test.
That's right. It's always been a little bit weird with the whole Park Avenue and Main Street. So, hopefully this is helping just a little bit, and people won't be too by the changes.
That's awesome. Well, thank you, Gina. That was a good segment.
You're welcome. One more thing I might want to add before we go on, and that is that, when this was presented at numerous public meetings, and the last one before it was approved, Mayor Pat mentioned it on Facebook, that Councilman Larry Hushhour shared that, if this turns out to be a complete fail, that, it causes too much commotion, it's not too far to go back. So we could reroute and go back to the way we were. We do listen to you. We do try to accommodate the public as much as possible. Well, thank you. So there's an aerial view with the arrows of the new traffic patterns.
Hey Mount Airy, welcome to iHeart Mount Airy today. I am Lindsay. I work here in town at J&P Pizza, and I just wanted to say that we are super excited that they were able to reschedule Restaurant Week for September 14th through September 20th. So make sure you get out and support all your local businesses. And I also wanted to make sure you guys knew that we now are offering delivery full-time, 7 days a week by our own staff. We're going up to 5 miles. You can order online now. You can order online for delivery, pickup. You can also do large group orders if you're ordering for work. And yeah, we just have a lot of great specials. I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.
Join us for Mount Airy Restaurant Week, September 14th through the 20th, and support your restaurants. Dying to win $500 by submitting your receipt on our website. Come check out the flavors that Mount Airy has to offer, and you can also enter in a hashtag Mount Airy Eats contest by taking a picture of your order and uploading the photo to the town's Restaurant Week Facebook event, the Town of Mount Airy Instagram or Twitter sites, and use the hashtag Mount Airy Eats. Wear your mask, please. Don't ask. Wear your mask. And also, stay local. We can help prevent the spread of COVID and remain safe. Restaurant Week is sponsored by the Town of Mount Airy, the Mount Airy Main Street Association, and the Greater Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce.
Yay! So get out and support our Mount Airy restaurants.
And here's some of our local favorites. Our trivia queen.
Hey everybody, it's trivia time. And I have some good news and some bad news. Last month on our very first episode of iHeart Mount Airy, we had our very first trivia question, and I read from this very old binder containing our minutes, our oldest minutes that we have here at Town Hall. I read the very first entry, and it talked about a significant event that happened in Mount Airy history. Unfortunately, it was one of our fires. So it was a very big fire that destroyed a lot of Main Street. So we have had several, and we had some guesses, but they were not the correct fires. So I wanted to give you another hint to see if you could get the answer right this month. So the entry that I mentioned, again, was a fire. It's not only mentioned in the very first entry of this binder, which if you look closely, you might be able to see the dates, but it's also mentioned in one of our Mount Airy books, A Vision of Home. And it happens to be listed on page 72 of this book, and it's the very first entry. So if you could go to iHeart Mount Airy on our website at www.mountairymd.gov and go to the iHeart Mount Airy show, submit the answer, which would just be the date of that fire and your contact information, and you could win a Mount Airy swag bag. And I'll show you what that is.
Now, Gina, question on that. I see you have the bag there to show us.
Is that the question?
I love that pickleball bag. Yes, my question. I just forgot it.
So this was for our pickleball tournament that had to be canceled due to COVID. It was scheduled in March, I believe. So if you can be one of the first to receive this. So it's a really nice drawstring bag. I also snuck in a Restaurant Week chef hat. We are not giving these out this year just because of COVID or for this Restaurant Week, just because it's too many. It's another thing that somebody could touch and pass the virus onto. So we do, but if you do win the prize, you'll get one of these super first. So we'll give those out at the next Restaurant Week, but not the September one. I also threw in a Mount Airy Frisbee, a Mount Airy mouse pad.
I love those. I have mine on my desk right now.
Koozie, which says 5 o'clock somewhere, 5 o'clock somewhere. 5 o'clock in Mount Airy. And a couple of Mount Airy hand sanitizers from the ERT team. So
keep everybody safe.
Yes, go to the website, submit your answer. So I don't know if I said the good news and the bad news. The good news is you get another chance to win. The bad news is nobody won last time. So hopefully we'll get a winner this time. If you just go to our website, we do have an online form. Just enter your basic contact information and the answer to the question, which will be the month, the date, and the year of that fire. Here's another hint. If you want to stalk me on Facebook, the date is one of my children's birthday. Not the month and the day.
I think you've given him a lot of cheats. I hope someone answers that. And I just remembered my question. The blue book, the history book for Mount Airy, isn't that available at our Historical Society for purchase?
It is. Very good point. Unfortunately, I don't believe the museum has reopened due to COVID, but if you call the town hall, we would certainly arrange for that purchase.
And I think people, if they look for that book, if they don't already have one, it is amazing. There's so much information about the town in there and really cool photos. I keep one on my desk so I can always refer to it if I'm working on a project. It's just great. So I encourage folks out there to reach out to us, and that's a good donation to our Historical Society. They might be closed right now, but I'm sure they could definitely use the support and the love from the community, and that book is amazing. So that's just my personal recommendation for it. It's definitely a fun read.
Yes, it is.
All right, now we're going to go into our community spotlight. Let's see what's going on in town. Good morning, Mount Airy. Today, joining us for iHeart Mount Airy is Dan. He is a familiar face to all of us in the community. Dan, what are you doing with some current projects for the town?
Great, yeah. So I'm Dan Hojabri, owner and operator of the Dan Hojabri Group of Keller Williams, and we do, like you mentioned, a lot of events in the community. And recently, we decided to do a COVID-safe event for the community, which is a drive-in style movie. We realized that the fire department couldn't have their carnival this year, which is one of my favorite weeks of the year, where it left them kind of hanging without a lot of funds they usually get from that. So we decided, why not do a great event in the community that also supports the fire department? So we're going to have enough space for about 300 vehicles at the carnival grounds in Mount Airy. We're going to play the Disney movie Onward on a giant 40-foot screen, and we have 300 tickets available. So if you go to our Facebook page at the Dan Hojabri Group, you'll see the event for the outdoor movie night. It is Sunday, September 6th, so it's the day before Labor Day, so no school the next day, stay up a little late. We're going to start the movie around 8:30, about when it gets dark. Tickets are on sale for $20, and all of that money goes right to the fire department. We don't get any of that at all. The fire department, we actually set up there with food selling, as well as concessions. So come hungry, be prepared to get some concessions there and enjoy a movie in there. So we're really excited about it for the first ever drive-in style movie in Mount Airy, and hope to see you there.
That's so exciting. Thank you so much for all you do in our community, and I'm sure that we'll have lots of people join you for that. In fact, I'll be joining you as well.
Awesome, thank you.
Have a great day.
Thanks.
He does so much for our community. It's awesome that he's doing this.
He really does. And our new project this Sunday, Bank Brews. At our new pop-up party. I hope everyone comes out for that. Last week we had Woman of the Year, which was amazing. I got to come down for it. And as you can see from the photo, we had a lot of people join us for this. It was quite a moving experience. I know I just had goosebumps from it. And all the ladies were just so empowered by this, and for us to give back to the history of the movement, our rights to vote and everything else. It was great to see so many generations come together. Gina, I know you joined us for it. Do you have anything you wanted to add about this?
It was very moving, and even you know, everybody did their social distancing. You can see in this picture, which was awesome. So despite COVID, we can still have some events as long as we remain smart about it. Yeah, it was a great event. I mean, the committee had a whole list of events planned for the year to celebrate women and their right to vote. Unfortunately, you know, most of them had to be canceled because of COVID, but this was a great one. And you know, the photo op was amazing. This will, you know, be in our history books.
Absolutely. Our town made history and was honoring the history. So it was great. I'm so glad that Mount Airy did that. And I just love how there were so many generations represented. So it's definitely a moving event.
Althea Miller there.
I love this show, how it was made. So I had to get Councilman Huckbauer to do more for us. He's made 150 dumps so far. He's still cutting.
Way to go. Amazing artwork.
It fit him.
Yeah.
Now we finally have a use for all those campaign signs after election. People want to donate it to the Rotary. And these are the quack attacks. That's what he was actually creating. You'll see them popping up all around town. They've had volunteers from the Rotary taking the time to decorate them and personalize them, and they are quack attacking people's yards. They still have, I think, 60 more orders. This has been a very popular program. It is separate from the duck race itself. They're both fundraisers for the same cause, but there are two ways that you can get involved and active with the duck race. And they are just adorable. I think this needs to go countywide next year. Everyone needs ducks in their yards.
And remind us, Ashley, who this is benefiting?
This benefits the fire department and the Mount Airy Rotary. Mount Airy Rotary does scholarships and other community projects. And of course, the fire department, we all love and rely on. And this year has been a hard year for them. So everyone's pulling together to try to fundraise for them. This is just a fun, interactive way for us to all participate and support our town. You can find information on our website. You can find information on Facebook, and you can also go to the Rotary, Mount Airy Rotary page. That's my favorite.
Good morning, Mount Airy. Today, joining us for iHeart Mount Airy is Heather Hobbs Michael of Twin Ridge Elementary School. She's going to give us some updates today on what we can expect for the upcoming school year.
Hi, good morning, Ashley. Good morning, Mount Airy. I'm happy to be here with you all today. We are gearing up right now for the start of the school year here at Twin Ridge, like everywhere across the state of Maryland. Our students are being welcomed back virtually this year on August 31st. And while it is the most different start of the school year, we're very excited. We're ready for the challenge. And the sign back here is our mantra for this school year, which is "We are still #together." We invite anyone in the Mount Airy community to come and take their picture in front of our sign and send it to me at heather.michael@fcps.org. We're making a slideshow of that so that we can let our children know that the town and the school, that we support them and we're a part of a big school community, because that is so important to child development, to know that they're part of a school.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
Have you had a lot of people come and stop by and take a picture?
I've gotten a lot of pictures so far from my amazing families, and I'm excited to get those all compiled and push those out to the kids so they can see them. Staff will be doing that when they return next week.
Oh, that's awesome. So staff will be in the building physically for this school year?
If they choose to, sure. Yep, we are absolutely ready to have them here as long as they adhere to social distancing and safety protocols, and that we've been trained on sanitization. So staff can be here. They can teach from their classrooms or they can teach from their homes. Right now with the Board of Education, the choice is still up to our staff members. We are super connected virtually now like we've never been before. We've learned a lot about that. I feel like I'm an expert in Google Meets at this point. And again, it's a different start to what I've ever had. I've been an administrator for 15 years and never have I ever, but I know that we're committed to doing it and doing it well.
That's so great. We're so lucky to have you and your teachers here in our community. You're going to be a great strength for this year. I know it. So going into the fall, what is the number one thing you would want to tell the kids to either keep in the back of their mind or anticipate in this new weird school year we're going into?
I would say that for our kids, just to know that we are still better together and that we're still here. It looks different, it feels different, it's through a different way, but the pride and the support and the care and the love is still there, and we're still a trust family, and that doesn't change. And for parents also, I keep on telling parents, you know, we are here, we will answer, you need to call us, we will get back to you. And we know it's going to be hard and different, and then we can't wait. I cannot wait for the day that we're all really back here together physically. I just hope that that everyone kind of adheres to all the safety guidelines so that this is over sooner than later. But when the time comes for them to come back here to their home, we are ready. But until then, the home just looks a little bit different.
Yep. Home everywhere. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm sure we'll see your smiling face on some more of our iHeart Mount Airy. And is there anything that the community can do to support you? Is there anything that you would like us to pass on?
Absolutely. There will be some fundraisers pushed out by some local businesses to help support my teachers and also support our students, so stay tuned for that. We're kind of firming up details with that right now with partnerships. Blessings in a Backpack. If folks could go to the Frederick County Blessings in a Backpack website, if you have the means to make a monetary donation, we are now an official partner school, which means that we will be distributing food packs here now 3 times a week for our families. And then also on top of that, I wanted to let everyone know that we will also be a hot food distribution site through our food services through FCPS, and that will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays starting on August 31st. So watch for that. But as far as Blessings in a Backpack, we need support with that. We may be asking for volunteers to come to help learn how to pack those backpacks for our kids and distribute them, because, you know, when you think about a kid and what they need to learn, those basic needs are first. And we do have families in this community that need those basic supports, and food is one of them. And so we are committed to making sure that happens, and I need the community to get on board with me for that.
That's great. I'm sure this community will definitely step up, and we'll make sure we share information on our Facebook page for that. And if you have anything that we can share to the community, please feel free to send it to us.
Great. Thanks, Ashley.
Well, thank you again for joining us for iHeart Mount Airy, our 2nd edition, and you stay safe out there, Heather.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Love this town.
All right, everyone. That takes us to our last few seconds of our second show for iHeart Mount Airy for August edition 2020. I say our show is the best thing to come out of 2020, and it's only going to get better. So there's some hope for the community. Something that we did forget to mention, that Mayor Pat will be holding a, Gina, do you want to give the information on that for Saturday? I'm not sure of the time frame.
Good question. I
We're doing
believe,
a mayor's forum.
yeah, there is a Facebook event on the Town of Mount Airy Facebook page. And let me just pull that up. I believe it's at 11 o'clock at the new Simpson Baker pop-up park. Please bring your masks, so in case there's a lot of people and we can't keep that 6 feet social distancing. But the mayor will be available, which is awesome of him to be available to the public. He usually does it once a month. With COVID, it's been a little bit difficult. But you can actually show up, bring your coffee. It's very casual. Bring your lunch, and just ask the mayor anything you would like to know about what's going on in Mount Airy. This one will also be broadcasted live on Facebook. So if you can't be there in person, or if you feel uncomfortable, you can join us by Facebook, watching us on Facebook. If you add your comment to the Facebook feed, I can share it with the mayor, because I will be the one filming it. And it is at 11 o'clock in the Simpson Baker Bowles Pop-Up Park, the old F&M Bank parking lot. So there is some parking there. Feel free to join us. Hope to see you there.
That's awesome. And Mayor Pat's actually live commenting on our feed. He's been actively watching the show. So I'm glad to see that you're out there, Mayor Pat. I hope you're having a good day. He's saying 11 to 12 is the time frame for that on Saturday. And he's highlighting that they're going to be talking ducks and other hot topics. So, you know, those quack attacks and adopt those ducks. They're out there. Let's sell out. They have 3,000 ducks to sell. So if everyone buys a duck in town, they'll sell out.
One more thing I wanted to add to before we sign off is that I am going to be putting out the newsletter, the town newsletter today, which will kind of give a synopsis of the things that we talked about. So if you aren't signed up on our email list, you can go to our website, again, www.mountairymd.gov. Mount is spelled out. And you can go to our notification center, click on that, and then one of the options will be our newsletter list. So click on the newsletter list. You can receive notifications by text or email, and you can be updated. Besides watching our show every month, you'll be updated with the newsletter.
That's exciting. We also do notifications. So if people want text notifications, that option's there. So that way they don't miss any information from the town. All right, Melissa, you got anything to add?
Just want everybody to have an awesome Wednesday and head on over to the Mount Airy Main Street Farmers Market. It is downtown in the Rail Yard, which is 3 North Main Street, behind the Mount Airy Museum and the train station, and it'll be going on from 3 to 7 tonight. Masks are required. They do have a hand washing station there and hand sanitizer, and you can check out their website and maybe pick out, you know, what you're going to want to be looking at, so you can get in and get out safely.
This is a great time of year to attend the farmers market because everything is being harvested, right, Ashley?
I know. I just got peaches and they're amazing. I don't know what I'm going to make yet. And the tomatoes finally came in. It was so hot for so many days they wouldn't ripen. So now you can get those real tomatoes, not those hothouse tomatoes.
Mm-hmm. Yum.
All right. Well, thank you, Mount Airy, for watching. Have a great weekend.
Next show, the last Wednesday of September.
We'll see everyone there.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.